course, no, my first guest is the co-host of This Week with Sam Donaldson and Cokie Roberts. He now has a daily 2-hour radio program called The Sam Donaldson Show, live in America. Please welcome Sam Donaldson.
Hello, now, Conan. How you hanging?
How am I hanging?
Well, I heard your intro, you know, up there.
Yeah, I'm just curious. You backstage with Busta. What's happening back there?
Oh, we're just doing all the jiving, all the rock stuff, you know.
That sounds really convincing.
What are these
We're doing all the jiving and all that rock and roll nonsense.
I'm trying. I'm trying, right? Give me a break.
I can't give you a break.
Eminem to be back there?
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit? I mean, all the gang?
Hey, you know the names.
Yeah.
Cool, Daddy-O.
Carson Daly and I are just like this.
Oh, yeah. Whatever that means. Maybe he doesn't want that getting out.
The Cokester and I do this every Sunday morning.
The who?
The Cokester, Cokie Roberts.
You call her the Cokester?
Yeah, she's wonderful, yeah.
Oh. Oh, because of Cokie Roberts. Oh,
yes.
Good. Okay. I thought maybe... I don't know. I didn't know. I don't know. Maybe it's like... Maybe there's a wilder time there.
Yeah. I'm glad
now,
you plugged my radio
do you ever
show.
hang out with Snoop Dogg and any of the other rappers, or is this a rare for you, a rarity?
Doggy Dog, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Puff?
The Puff. Yes. The
I haven't
Puffster.
a clue as to what he's talking about.
Yeah. Does the Cokester like the Puff? Do they get along?
I don't know. She uses the powder puff now and then.
God.
You know, thanks for plugging the radio show. It's a tough go. I'm on in the morning. The name of the show is Live in America, which is a better name than Dead in America, you have to admit.
Right.
But I have a handicap because I don't curse.
You're on opposite all those morning zoo shows.
I don't tell dirty jokes. I don't put you down because of your religion. But the worst thing is I'm not a doctrinaire right-winger.
Right.
I mean, here, G. Gordon Liddy, you know, he served time in prison.
Right.
And Michael Reagan, his dad, served 2 terms in the White House. And,
right.
Yeah, here's the big one, Rush Limbaugh.
Right.
And I'm just this guy saying, there's somebody out there who voted for Al Gore. In fact, 500,000 more of them
Apparently
did.
they're not here, but... But also, you gotta, radio these days, you gotta have the bells and the whistles and the sound effects.
The worst thing...
And the ahooga. You gotta really jazz it up so people wake up in the morning and think, man, that Donaldson, he's a wacky cat.
You could have done Maud Frickard.
What? I'm the oldest airline stewardess. What the hell was that?
Ask Robin Williams. The guy taught Robin everything he knows.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, but...
Are you a stand-up comic on the weekends? Let's hear all your voices.
No.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Conan. Hello, Buster. You know...
It's Busta, not Buster. Oh. Busta.
Well, you learn something every day. You keep your ears open.
Yeah.
The thing about the radio now was that you're talking, it's wacky. You use cell phones. People call it with the cell phones.
Right.
And the worst thing is if they don't call. I was on New Year's Day, and I said, okay, here's the question. Do we hang him before we give him the fair trial, or we hang him after we call right in and tell me? And no one called. So I said, if there's anyone out there, anyone, I'll buy you lunch. First guy to call. And the guy called in. I said, where are you? He says, I'm in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Name is Jeff Prey. I said, well, how cold is it in Sioux Falls? It's New Year's Day. It says 9 degrees above zero. I said, in 2 or 3 months, I'll be out. So in April, I bought him lunch.
So you asked people to call in and nobody called in. How's this show going?
But we're gaining. I said
we're gaining. You're up to 3 guys now.
No, wait.
In temperate zones.
I said word to Rush the other day. I said, he's got 600 stations. I have about 34.
Right.
But see, my trend is up. He's just level.
Right. And also, if you keep making those wacky noises and all that stuff that you do now...
Think that'll work?
Yeah. Try it and tell people I told you so.
Yes, okay.
I know that you're a newsman, and you have a local news story that you want to talk about.
Yeah, Christy Lee Wilcox. I don't know this young lady, but she's the young woman who ran on the field.
The young blonde.
Yeah, the Yankees game, and she pressed it into Derek Jeter's hand on a slip of paper with a telephone number on it. Mm-hmm. Well, she'd heard the PA announcer saying, you can't come on the field unless you get arrested, and she was arrested. She missed her court date, and then they came and they manacled her, and they threw her in jail overnight. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, wait, who's this Sam Waxel, this high roller up here? He's charged with insider trading. If he's convicted, he'll go to prison. Did he spend the night in jail? No. How about the WorldCom guys? How about the Enron guys? No. But this young woman, and the unkindest cut of all I read was Derek didn't call her.
Really? You think he should have called her?
Well, for a night in jail, I mean, tit for tat. Wouldn't you think one call? Make something out of that. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to make anything out of tit for tat. That's your business. What? I want to know if you have ever. You're a well-known celebrity. Have you ever had a woman put a number into your hand?
Never. I mean, never. No one's thrown a Rube key. You know what? How about you?
Oh yeah.
What? Tell me about it.
Guest on the show. Guest on the show, 1998.
Woman.
Fabio. No.
I know Fabio.
Yeah, you can hang off his man boobs. It's a crazy trip.
I mean, Fabio's got hair. I mean,
what?
Fabio's got hair.
Yes, Fabio has hair.
Okay.
Were you describing him to the police?
No, but we once were co-moderators of a program in Washington.
You and Fabio were co-moderators? What kind of insane show is that?
A terrific thing they do.
I think it's a fascinating thing that's happening. What do you think, Fabio? Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
You were there.
Yes, I was there.
That's what he did. How did you know this?
I know things.
Okay, fine.
You are a real-life cattle rancher. You own a cattle ranch in New Mexico.
I was born and raised in New Mexico on the farm. We've come from a farming, ranching family, and now we got cattle and all of that. And we were out there a couple of weeks ago.
Do you do the physical work? I mean, are you in the house, with a megaphone saying, take care of all that, or are you out there doing it yourself?
Every morning that week, for 2 days at least, at 4:30 we left the corrals with the horses and the trailer. Look, I'm the patron. The patron does not send the men out where he will not go.
Right.
So I went, and we rounded up some calves, branded. I helped brand. You clip their ears. You inoculate them with lots of stuff.
Why do you clip their ears? It's like they're at the mall or something.
No, but you have to know whether they're male or female and all of that.
Oh, okay.
Just by inspection.
Okay.
There's another way to find out. But that's the one thing I don't do.
Right.
With the bull calves, they do one final thing. Talk about the unkindest cut of all. I won't do it.
What are you talking about?
This guy doesn't know. Hey, let's go to a restaurant. I'll feed you some Rocky Mountain oysters. Whatever. It's a great delicacy. It's on the menu.
You're talking about you actually castrate the bulls on your property, but you won't go along for that. That's when you say I'm going indoors. Cut away, fellas.
The patron leaves it to the gang to do that.
Right.
Because
have you had? And then people eat those?
I've never eaten any. They say snake tastes like chicken too. I've never had any. But you know.
What's happening tonight? What's happening? That's what we're gonna do. You and I. That's what you and I are gonna go, and we're gonna eat some bull testicles, just to say we did it.
Why don't you do it? And I'll say I watched. No, but I do all these things because I really love the land. And ranching, you can't make any money ranching. I mean, if you don't have a day job, I'm very lucky.
Right.
You have to sell the place. And the water's drying up, and the forest fires are burning it up.
Tough life.
It's tough, that's right.
Yeah.
It's about like your show.
I think it's time to castrate you. Come in here, fellas.
You don't think I have my legs crossed for nothing, do you?
I was wondering about that. There's a lot to mention here.
I can't do this on Sunday morning.
No, that's the show.
I'm a respected, serious
news person. But you see, the thing is, when I see you on those Sunday morning shows, on your Sunday radio show, you were the proper Sam Donaldson. Then you I don't know what you were smoking with Busta backstage, but you come out here, and it's wackadoo time.
I mean, you can't have John Ashcroft, the Attorney General, on and make, jokes like this with him.
No, of course not. This is why I'm relegated to 12:35 at night. This is where I belong.
Keep going,
I'm like
son.
Batman, not Superman. All right, the Sam Donaldson Show, how coincidental you got that show, airs weekdays from 10 a.m. to noon on select ABC stations and on Real1.com. Is that right? Real1.com?
Yes, at realnetworks.com, and also on XM and, various places.
Yes.
And we're growing. We're in Houston, we're in Atlanta, we're in Las Vegas.
Yes, I plugged the show. I took care of it. Sam Donaldson, always a pleasure to have you here. He's a good man. Busta Rhymes is coming up. We'll be right back. Stick around.